tax attorney. Thank you so much for listening to my webinar. I think you will find it very interesting. And I'm going to show you how attorneys can cut their tax bill by 20 to 50%. So the objective of today's training is to walk you through the ideal tax structure you should be using and to set up your law firm by using the holy grail of tax savings, tax deductible now and tax-free earnings for the future, and specifically how you can get started with these strategies in the next 30 days or less. So the reason I emphasize tax-free earnings for the future is that I really believe that tax rates are going to go up. With the tax reform, tax rates right now are relatively low compared to what they've been in the past. And as they have correlated with the tax debt in the past, they still need to catch up between our tax debt, debt as a country, Medicare, and so many things that we need to fund. We just cannot support the way we are right now with the current tax rates. So we're going to cover today why most attorneys are overpaying in taxes, why most CPAs are using the wrong methods and tactics and have been for years, how to increase and maximize your tax deductions and create tax-free income for the future, and the process you must follow to pay the bare minimum legally allowed by the U.S. government. So this is for attorneys who have at least $300,000 up to millions of dollars in net profits and want to reduce their tax liabilities. It's for those who want to be financially independent instead of having Uncle Sam as their silent partner, and attorneys looking for a tax attorney who is proactive instead of reactive and can set up strategies to drastically reduce their tax bill. So why listen to me? So you can see my designations and my license numbers. I am licensed as a CPA in Tennessee and in Florida, and licensed as an attorney in Tennessee as well. So I specialize in tax savings for attorneys and know how to help them succeed. I have been a tax attorney and CPA for over a decade and used to work in the tax department of a Fortune 500 company. I've studied with the top tax attorneys in the country, specifically Nashville, Tennessee, and I study the top tax court cases and only use strategies that are acceptable according to the tax code, have been blessed by tax courts, and have passed multiple audits. My strategies build in layers of audit protection so that if you are audited, it will be a breeze. And I have had clients that have been audited and we have passed them all. I know how to use a tax code to specifically help attorneys. And this is because the tax code is so vast. It's 60,000 pages long. So one must focus on tax planning for attorneys, which is what I do. Other CPAs only focus on compliance and volume. It is the difference between a contractor who can fix a leaky faucet versus a contractor like me that can build your dream home and save you money doing it. So compliance is, of course, very important in my practice as well, but I focus on tax planning to save you money in taxes in addition to compliance. I teach seminars for other attorneys and tax professionals, and my clients' results and their savings speak for themselves. So here are a few of my testimonials from my clients. This is from Evan Farr, a certified elder law attorney, who is incredibly grateful to have found me with my amazing legal and tax expertise. They've been able to save hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes per year. I've presented multiple tax saving strategies that their prior CPA simply had no knowledge about. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to go over several testimonials that I won't read word for word because they are on my website. And I will show you where you can read more of these in detail with not only these that I'm sharing today, but also some others. So you can read more about his testimonial on my website. Now, John Singleton, he is an attorney, was very, very skeptical at first, and now he's one of my greatest, most favorite clients. So they were so excited to be able to find me. I have saved them well over $50,000 in taxes, and honestly, they wish they had found me earlier. So they are just incredible clients, and we're very excited to be able to help them. Veronica, she is also an attorney, and she has said she has been looking for me her entire career. She had been so frustrated with her current CPA and other advisors that she had in her life that wasn't giving her specific ways to save money in taxes. And not only do we give you a specific ways to save money in taxes, but we also implement them, me and my entire team. So what we do is we present to you different tax saving strategies, and then we also implement them for you so that you have very little to do, and you can focus on building your business, your law firm, and being successful. This is Dr. Josh and Heidi. I was able to rescue their dreams. So most of my clients are made up of attorneys, but I do have several other types of personal service companies and industries as well. So this is a doctor and his wife. They had worked so hard to build up a successful practice and was paying, sick of paying so much to the government. They were able to use that money that I saved them to start truly building their dream home. So they're very, very excited about that. And then I also have a financial planner where we saved him over $300,000 in taxes, and he did pass an very thorough IRS audit. So he talks about that we do provide audit protection. And how does he know? Because he got audited and we took care of everything and easily passed that with no changes. I also had an attorney who thought she had a great CPA, but I was able to show them that they weren't even in compliance. So I was able to save them money in taxes and get them back in compliance. And I'm now their CPA and tax attorney. So they feel much better with me. I've been working with them for a while now and just great clients of mine. So you can read more about these under client successes at my website, laeltax.com. I also have a Facebook page where you can get updates and tax tips throughout the year. And you can always book, of course, a free appointment with me. Absolutely complimentary, and I'd love to find out and show you how much I can save you in taxes. So how can you reduce your tax liability by 20 to 50%? So you've built your business, your law firm with sweat and tears, worked hard for several years, and now starting to see a profit and a huge tax bill that comes with it. Unfortunately, the way our system is set up, the more money you make, the bigger percentage of your income that you pay, which is really unfair because it penalizes you for working hard and being successful. However, Congress does know this. And even though they do tax businesses very harshly, as you well know, they also provide many, many ways to reduce your tax liability in the tax code. It's just a matter of finding them in this huge mess of a tax code and being able to implement them, focusing on tax planning and truly just being obsessed with it and being an expert, which is what I am. So the number one biggest profit killer can be taxes. And it usually is, especially the more money you make. And the sad truth is that most attorneys don't spend a single hour on tax planning, and their accountants or CPAs certainly don't. So even if you get a big client or greatly increase your revenue, taxes can kill 20 to 40% of your profits by the time you pay federal and state. So yes, keep winning those clients, but you should also allocate a sizable portion of your time to finding the ideal tax strategy. It's so worth your time. So let's get into it. There are 5 key components to properly planning for tax savings or elimination, which sometimes happens, but you usually still have to pay something to Uncle Sam, but we can greatly reduce it. So 5 key tax considerations: tax deductible, how much can you deduct now? How is your entity set up? Are you maximizing deductions? Is there a way to separate your revenue stream and shift some of your income? And also, how can you build tax-free wealth? Because if we're not planning for the future, and specifically planning to build tax-free wealth for us and our families, why are we working so hard? So if you haven't worked with someone on tax planning and you haven't worked with someone focused specifically on tax planning, you might have one or two components, but I can guarantee you are leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table, if not hundreds of thousands. Because if you pay too much in taxes, the IRS is certainly not going to let you know. So you basically have two options at this point. So you can go it alone, trying to figure this stuff out by yourself, getting frustrated and literally wasting years of your life, like some of my clients have told me and that are in their testimonials. Or work with an expert who specializes in advanced tax saving strategies. So learn the proven system from someone who has helped attorneys in your exact situation make the exact transformation that you want to make. So please book a complimentary strategy session with me. I have a limited amount of time available, so you must book now. I really look forward to talking to you. So again, this is for attorneys who want to save big money in taxes. They net at least $300,000 to millions of dollars, and they're tired of having Uncle Sam as their silent partner. So this is not for people who think their accountant or CPA knows everything, even though they aren't taking advantage of what we have discussed in today's training. If you aren't open-minded, I can't help you. Anyone who isn't profiting or planning to generate at least $300,000 in net profit each year, or at least not yet. So again, please book a complimentary strategy session with me as soon as possible. Thank you.